All right, you guys, we need to talk about this. I just got done listening to the audiobook of Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Okay, so I listened to the audiobook, and last night I finished it, and I've been thinking about it all night long. Like, I couldn't hardly sleep because I was thinking about it. So this morning, I have to talk about it with somebody, which means I'm talking about it with you. And so I'm getting ready this morning, and I had to wash my face. So that's why I paused you. So, first of all, how did I not know about this book? Second of all, well, let's be fair, I did know about this book, but nobody's like talking about this book. There's like not very much hype around this book. Obviously, I've seen a couple of posts about it. And I follow a lot of people, but I have not seen a lot of hype about the series. And there should be. I'm so emotionally shook by this book. Anyway, the other thing, how did I not know that this was a YA book? The whole time I'm listening to this book, and Kai and Peyton are together, and like you can feel the tension between the two of them. It's driving me absolutely bonkers. You can feel the tension between the two of them. And the whole time I'm just like, why are you not kissing her? Why are you not making your move? What is wrong with you? And oh my gosh, it just drives me absolutely bonkers. And I'm in my car, and I'm sure the people driving next to me think that I'm crazy because I'm just like, kiss her already. I didn't realize it was a YA book. Of course he's not going to kiss her. Of course, like there's no moves to be made because this is a young adult series. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. How did I not know that going into this? Anyway, so there's that. The frustration I had in this book over the tension between these two. I love these two though. The back and forth between them is just wonderful. Second of all, the way that Lauren Roberts wrote the plot, like the interconnection between the fact, oh my gosh, when I got to the end and then you realize that it wasn't actually the king that killed her father, it was God. Oh, you guys. Oh, I'm so emotional right now. I can't even. Oh my gosh, like how is she supposed to recover from that? How are they supposed to get together? And they have to be together. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't, oh my gosh, I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know what she's gonna do. She's gonna have to forgive him, or there's gonna be a lot of forgiving. That's gonna have to be going on because, at the end, she killed his father, and he, by the way, totally deserved it. That freaking king, that evil king. Lauren Roberts did such a good job of writing him so that we would totally hate him, because I totally hated him, and he needed to die, and I was so glad when she killed him. He needed to die, especially after what he did with Adina. Oh, that poor girl. Oh, I was crying when that chapter ended, and then you realize that it's Adina in the middle of the ring, and you're like, that is just evil. Anyway, so, oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing? What the frick am I doing? Okay. I washed my face using the Centella face wash. Does such a good job. Makes my face super clean. Then I go in with the Bioma Daily Facial Mist. Then I use the Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. And then the first of my serums is the Ole Heinrichsen Vitamin C. And that's where we're at. Next, I'm going to go in with the Medicube 1.9% Retinol Serum. Okay, back to the book. As we know, most books, in order to move the plot along, and we have to go from this first book, Powerless, into the next book in the series, which is Reckless. So excited to get to this next book. So anyway, the next book, which is Reckless. So in order for these plots to move along, there has to be like a certain amount of miscommunication. Because as we know, if there was actual communication between literally anybody in these books, there would be no plot, because everyone would just live happily ever after. There would be no tension, there would be no like conflict, there would be no anything, because communication, lack thereof, is the reason why these books can even exist. Talk about lack of communication. Not really even lack of communication, but talk about miscommunication. My gosh, you know, if Kai would have just walked out of that freaking stadium like 5 minutes earlier, five minutes earlier, if you just would have walked out of, okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting so worked up. Okay, the next to my serums is the BPure. This is from Dollar Tree, actually, is the BPure strawberry essence. I think this is the one with the AHA, BHA. Yes, it is. Anyway, this is the strawberry serum. It's actually the dupe for the glow recipe. No, it's not. It's the dupe for the, I can't even think. Anyway, it's the strawberry serum from Dollar Tree. If he would have come through that stadium 5 minutes earlier, he could have heard all of the nasty vitriol that king was spewing to Peyton. He would have heard his plans to take over the kingdom, to take over like basically the entire world, and would have understood that he was the one that had Peyton's father killed, that he was the one that is keeping all of the ordinaries killing all the ordinaries. He is literally the one that is causing all of the problems everywhere. 5 minutes earlier, 5 minutes. But no, Peyton had to do that whole entire thing all on her own. She gets cut to ribbons. She's stomped on. He's a brawny, which, oh, how did I not realize that? Like the entire book that the king was a brawny. Was that mentioned like at the beginning? I must have missed it. Probably because there was so much tension between Kai and Peyton, and like I was so into the tension that I just missed the fact that the king was a brawny. What was the queen? Do we know what the queen was? What her ability was? I don't even think I know. I don't even know what her ability. Anyway, doesn't matter. So Peyton is totally getting. Sorry, we had to pause for just a moment, but we're back. My last serum that I use is the Cocoa Kind Ceramide Barrier, and then this is the last serum that I'll put on. All right, my emotions have evened out just a little bit. Anyway, to move the plot along, obviously we need miscommunication. This helps the conflict. The miscommunication in this book. Okay, we have Kai. The thing I love about Kai is that he is like unabashedly falling first for Peyton. Like Peyton's over here and she's like denying her feelings, and she's like, oh no, because obviously she knows like what the secrets are. Like she knows that she's keeping secrets from everybody, you know, and so she's, you know, trying to keep her distance. And I mean, but can she? No, of course not. But Kai is like, I'm not gonna keep my distance. I like her and she's amazing. And so he unabashedly goes for it. And I like that about Kai. I like that he says nice things to her, he compliments her, he banters with her, and he doesn't hold back. And I love that about him. I love that about their back and forth with each other, that he just doesn't even care. He just, anyway. Okay. I'm sorry, my emotions and my brain are just everywhere because of this book. I need to hurry up and listen to the next one. So we have Kai. He's the enforcer, and clearly he does not enjoy his position. Clearly he does not enjoy going out there and killing the ordinaries. Like he obviously deep down in his conscience feels that it is wrong. And so we know that if Peyton and Kai communicated about the fact that yes, he did kill her father, and what his feelings and emotions were actually about, I mean, that's just a fact. Like it is what it is. Like he did it on orders from the king. And from what I understand, it was his first mission. Yeah. So anyway, and if they would sit down and talk about it, like I'm sure that he probably hated it and he didn't want to do it and he was scared and it was probably deeply traumatizing and it was probably so awful for him. And then we have Peyton, who the death of her father was so traumatizing and it was so awful. I mean, it basically set the path for the rest of her life, for like who she is and how she even got to the trials. But we haven't even talked about the trials yet because I'm just so, oh my gosh, I'm so into Kai and Peyton that I just can't. Anyway, so the fact of the matter is that if we actually had like a sit down between Kai and Peyton and they actually communicated and actually talked with each other and they actually found common ground, we know that there could be some forgiveness and we know that there could be we know that they could be together. Like we know that like their issues could be overcome and they could be together. But that's not gonna happen. We know that's not gonna happen because this is a fictional book. Amanda, why are you getting so emotional over a fictional book? It's because I do this. It's because this is what I do. I get so invested. Anyway, sorry. Okay, my eye cream is the Ole Hendricks Vitamin C eye cream. But obviously, they're not going to have a sit down. I am almost 99% positive that this next book, Reckless, because at the end of this book, Kit, who is now the next king, and oh my gosh, Kit, we could talk about so many things about Kit, but this video is getting long. Kit has sent Kai, who is now his enforcer, to go find Peyton and to bring her back to the king. So we know that this next book is just going to be all about his search and his hunt and his anger and his pain and his grief and just all of the things. And by the time he finds her, he's going to be so mad and so angry at her. He's not going to listen to a word that she says. She's going to try and explain. And although I don't know, maybe she won't because she has so much pride. She's so stubborn that she probably won't. And that's just going to even irritate me further. Do I even continue with this series or do I stop now? Do I stop emotionally investing myself in this series now or do I keep going? What do you guys think? Have you guys read the series and finished it? Did you like it? Did you feel like you had emotionally invested yourself too much in this series? Oh my gosh. Do I have to read the next? Is it 2 books? I think this is a trilogy. Do I have to read the next 2? Can somebody please just tell me in the comments if Kai and Peyton get together and have a happily ever after? Somebody please tell me so I don't have to read and go through the trauma of these next 2 books. Oy. All right. For my moisturizer, I'm using the Ole Hendricks Vitamin C moisturizer, and I combine that with my One Skin moisturizer, and I just mix them together in the palm of my hand, and that's what I use. And then my last step is the Anua sunscreen. Y'all better be putting your sunscreen on. I know that it's a thing, and I know that it's a trend or whatever for everyone to say that sunscreen is bad for you, and that sunscreen, I don't even know what it causes, what cancer, sunscreen causes cancer. I don't even know what people are saying about sunscreen. Sunscreen is not bad for you. If you do not wear sunscreen, you will get cancer. That is fact. My dad just got half his arm cut out because of skin cancer. You will never convince me that sunscreen is bad. Please, please wear sunscreen. Anyway, this is a 50 plus, and this is what I wear on my face, and this is my last step in my skincare routine. Y'all, I'm so emotionally traumatized by this book. This is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. If you have read it, and if you are as emotionally traumatized as I am by this book, please let me know in the comments. What did you think about this book? If you've read the trilogy, let me know. Should I continue? Should I invest more of myself in this book? Should I continue? Do I need to take a mental health break? Do I need to give myself time in between these books to settle down? You know what I need? I need in-betweener books. I need to read a book or 2 that are just fluff. I need a fluff book. I need a fluff book or 2 that I can read right now in between these books that I can calm and settle before I get into the next one. Yes. If you guys have any good fluff books for me, put them in the comments down below. Thank you for joining me as I ranted about this book today. I love that I can talk to you guys about these books and rant about you guys are my emotional support group about my books, and also that I could do this while sharing my skincare routine with you, because why not do both? And anyway, thank you so much for being here for me. I love my BookTok community, my BookTube community, my Bookstagram community. I love all my book community, and I will see you for the next book.